Oh hey, welcome back to SquareMax Customs. Guess what? More Jeep things this week. We got a really rusty, crusty Swiss cheese style floorboard here. So that's the goal this week. Let's see what we can do. I'm not sure what to say. The floor's all patched up in her? No. Rusty too. That's fine, nothing to worry about. Look at this, a floor pan. Well, would you look at that? That's crazy. Believe this? I was on my way home and somebody threw this out in the garbage. Crazy, right? Wait, I'll show you again. Ready? Ready? What? Dang, another hole. Watch this, watch this. What? Camouflage. Okay, I know what you're saying. I'm saying the same thing after I got cut in patches. But will it do a burnout? Does this count as Jeep content still? But yeah, we had a fire. And, well, what I'm trying to say is maybe don't do what we're doing and just watch. Hold. Good. Look. Oh, man. Ugh. Look at a pop rivet. We had the old dollar jet roll. You should be careful because, you know, metal's sharp. That's from a week ago. Well, I thought this side was a little bit better. I'm not sure what to say, but, yeah, maybe we should probably replace the whole floor. But, that's not gonna happen, so I'll tell you what though, once it's all patched up, sealed up, painted up, brother's got some of that kill mat or deadener, sound deadener on it. We'll put that on it, put a carpet in it. You're never gonna see all these patches. And look at what we found. A floorboard. Well, several pieces of a floorboard. You wait. I know, it looks like a roof right now. Or was a roof. Just give us time. I mean, look, you can't tell there's a bunch of patches underneath that, can you? Look at them cat skin seats. You think we should do the same thing in another truck? I don't know, they were pretty pricey. But can you guys tell that the floor is all patched up in her? No, she looks perfectly fine. And your foot ain't going through the floor and the exhaust fumes ain't coming in. I think she'll be fine being all patched up. We should have named her Patchy. Or Sally? Oh, I don't know. Don't you worry about that. Or that. Like I said, vinyl floor or carpet or whatever, and you'll never know. Look how big that hole's getting. Pretty freaking crazy. So we got lots more work to do. So look at this. I cut the perch off the other side. Well, that used to be for the leaf spring for the Wagoneer rear end. Now, look, the J10 floor humps up. The Waggy floor is back down. If anybody knows the Waggies, or if y'all remember, if not, go back and watch that episode again if you forgot when we cut the Waggy. But like 3 inches or 2 inches from this cut mark here the Waggy floor would have bumped up like this and then went straight back, and it would have had the bench seat back there that would have been cut out for the wheel wells and stuff. Remember the wheel wells? So with that being said, that's why this wouldn't have been in the way. Now we're thinking maybe we'll trim this. That way we can run the panel from like here straight through. So not a lot, but like in here, cut this flat, and if we have to, we'll replate it. Maybe it'll be fine. I don't know. Let's go to the other side. Look at that. It's like a convertible top. She was rusty too. That's fine. Nothing to worry about. Look at this. A floor pan. So, well, that's gone. And there's where we welded the two frames together. We'll probably put another plate in there. Why not? It'll make it even more sturdy. And like I said, we only need to nip this little bit right here. And then, like, I don't think we'll have to worry about the support there anymore. But if we do, we can just put a top plate and re-weld it back on. And then we'll go from here to here. That'll be a flat piece. I don't know what to do up there. Patch it all? Can we go over top of it? I think we're just gonna go over it. The big deal here is what we're after is to cut as much rust out as we can, and then we'll spray it with some rust converter stuff, so hopefully it'll prevent it from rusting through. That's what we're hoping. And then when the brother gets underneath the Jeep, he'll undercoat the underside of it and finish sealing it up. And well, we did the best we could on the budget that we're on. So, and like we said, nobody's gonna see it. Well, here's our old floor pan, or you know what was our old floor pan. Look at that's crazy. Here's the start to our new floor pan. Yeah, it's not bad. We got a new flange here. Rebuilding, you know, rebuilding. See, rebuilding. Look. Almost rebuilt. Perfect. One's bent up nice. I gotta make one for here, and I still got a little one. Look, wait, watch this. Camouflage, what hole? Huh? Crazy, right? Wait, I'll show you again. Ready? What? Dang, another hole. Watch this. What? Camouflage, what hole? That's what I'm trying to tell you. So, brother's got this side all. She's a biggin', but don't you worry. I saved half of that roof piece for that side. So we'll be good. Hey, one of our nice loyal subscribers that watch every week suggested that maybe we turn these hex head, seatbelt bolts, star head, what are they called? I don't know. I'm having a brain fart. But either way, he said turn them into something that's not, that or not round anymore. So we did. And then I put, give me a second, I gotta find my foot. I'll put this big fella on there. Yeah, she's pretty hefty. And I gave it all that I had. And, well, the piece on the bottom was a little rusty and she just went, whoop. So now she spins. But I really appreciate the suggestion. That was awesome. We're just going to cut them off because, well, we're done messing with them. That's what we're going to do. And when it comes time to put the new seatbelts on, we'll drill new holes right next to it. Nobody will know any different. So that's your update. Well, would you look at that? I mean, you can barely see the holes, and we didn't even patch them yet. We just painted the inside with some rust preventative, rust-oleum stuff. Looks pretty freaking snazzy, huh? Look at it. I mean, that's pretty good for spray paint. She didn't come out too snazzy at all. There's a lot of rust holes. So we should probably cut more out, but we're not gonna. This is fine. You'll never know the difference. And I think we'll take some seam sealer and go around and stick the piece down. And then, I don't know, tack weld it or something. We don't want 100,000 screws sticking through the floor. So we figure we can just push pressure on it and tack, 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 tack. And then maybe put some more seam sealer on this side and repaint it again. That sounds like a pretty good plan. We got the back side of these ones painted. They'll look funny because, well, I didn't paint the other side, so, you know. What'd you do? I got my fingerprint in the truck. I'm gonna have to respray that. But the back side's painted, so when we put them down, that's rust preventative. And we'll paint the other side after we screw it. Perfect. Can you believe this? I was on my way home and somebody threw this out in the garbage. Like, what? Freaking love garbage, Squares. She got a little whoopity-doo down there, and I'm not really into that, but, you know, little garbage holder. Well, I don't know what it is. What's that say? Can you guys read that? Hampers. Oh, it's a clothes hamper? Brooklyn, New York. I don't know. Either way, it was on the side of the road in a garbage pile. She just needs a little bit of hammering down here, some sanding, fresh coat of paint, and the wifey will make it look pretty. But that's pretty cool. I mean, yeah, I don't know, I like it. Well, come on, I had to push the Jeep out this week because I had to work on Maxine. Hey, I finally figured out what that clunking was. If any of you guys remember a few episodes back, it was my torsion bar bracket. The bushings in it were, well, they were not there no more. So I fixed it by taking the 3 pieces and welding them together and making one solid piece. No more bushings to make noise. It rides so much nicer, you don't hear a clunk no more. I just figured we should do a walk around. We haven't seen this thing outside in the daylight in a while, huh? She's been in that shop for the last 3 weeks. What did we do, 3 episodes on it? So 3 weeks. We got too much stuff. We need to sell some stuff. Sell some stuff and fund some other projects. Not the Saturn. I got plans for that. You just hold on. It's brewing right up here. I've been got all sorts of little ideals to do with the Saturn. So I don't want to get rid of the Sadie, you know, old theft recovery, but she still runs. I use her around the yard now and then. Freaking throw a screwdriver in the ignition, fire her up, and she tows stuff. She carries stuff. She's been a good little yard rig. Okay, I know what you're saying. I'm saying the same thing after I got cut in patches. I should have just replaced this whole dang side. But, I mean, it'll be fine, is what I'm trying to say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 patches on the passenger side, and we still gotta build that. That's fine. That's fine. Let's go see what we gotta do. Hey, I like this freaking cooler fridge thing they got. I got some snacks and water. This thing's pretty sweet. There'll be a video on it here eventually. Got to test on it first. Can't just get a product and do a video, you know. Well, I think the driver's side's gonna be a little more fun, if you know what I'm trying to say. Look at it. There's no floor here and nothing here. And there's a big hole here and here, and well, you know. And then we got a little feller up here. But look at it. Solid on this edge. So that's pretty sweet. And yeah. Well, I don't know what we're gonna do back there. It sucks the way this thing humps up. Look at all the bends in it. I don't know. Do we bring in the tunnel all the way up to here? Or do we like just box it and bring it up? I mean, we put the seat and the carpet and all that stuff in, and you're not gonna notice that the floor is all wacky. It's just, we gotta seal it up in the meantime. And then we'll smear a whole bunch of freaking seam sealer on everything. It'll be fine. And some paint. Well, there's the new driver floor pan, bent and, you know, mangled, and well, it's what it is. And here's some other pieces. Hey, this one came out pretty sweet. Look at that. That's all sorts of different angles. She'll sit down in there nice. That one's for right here. That little weird feller. I just sprayed the back side of them real quick. That way, when we put them back down, this is the back side. When we lay it back down over there, it's rust resistant. I don't know. It's what I felt like I should do. And then we'll put it down and we'll scrape the side, and we'll probably put some seam sealer around it. Drop this thing down on it, maybe a couple screws just to hold it in place, and then I'll probably tack it all the way around and pull the screws out. That way, next time we have to go underneath this thing and work on it, we won't rip our hands open on a billion screws sticking through the freaking floor. So, yes, that's the plan. Oh, I forgot. Freak. Well, good thing I was talking to y'all. I forgot to freaking spray the back of one of the pieces. All right, it don't matter. When we're all done, the brother's gonna go back underneath and he's gonna retouch up, well, he won't be able to get to that one, but he's gonna retouch up all the bottom and smear in the seam sealer down there too, and then respray it. So it'll look good. And if it don't, what are you guys doing under my truck? There's no catalytic converter to steal. Stay out from under our vehicles. What are you doing? Come on, why are you under there looking? Jeez. Y'all better hurry, new shirts are in. Look. Oh, wait, just a minute. What? Look at that, 63. But will it do a burnout? Come on. And look, we got them in white for y'all that don't like the dark colors. Oh, she looks good on white too, don't she? Hold up, hold up. Oh man, just look at Maxine. Y'all could be wearing that. Head over to SquareMaxMerch.com. If you guys are all curious where your shirts are coming from, look at the wifey's working. She in there pressing some shirts right now. Ooh. And hey, it's a little spot. Otherwise, we'd probably try to get some long sleeves and hoodies, but that'll be future. Sorry, you can't get red. That's for the sun. Well, I'm waiting for the back side of stuff to dry. Got a little hole down there. So I just made a little angle patch for that. No biggie. But then we got this one. Well, this one's on a round edge. So I got this idea out here, but I figured I should show you guys because, well, it seems to be working. So just bear with me. So I made another angle. See, I don't have a shrinker stretcher, I believe they're called. So I made another angle, and I just got my old 50-pound freaking steel block. Yeah, she's heavy. And cover your ears. I've just been slowly beating on her. Can you see it? We're getting a small round spot, and we'll straighten it out a little bit, but hopefully that'll, I don't know, that's what I'm doing, you know, that's what rednecks do. They find what they can and they make it work, is what I'm trying to say. I think I'm gonna, maybe when YouTube starts paying me good, maybe I'll buy one of them shrinker stretchers. I see other channels I watch use them things all the time. Old Danny, DD Speed Shop, and Carter, he just got a new one. I don't think they're that much. I don't know. I'm going to have to go look them up. I never thought I'd need them, but I don't know. I guess we're building stuff more and more. They probably come in handy. Then again, I don't know. This freaking prehistoric caveman style of just beating stuff on steel seems to be working. I think this will be fine. And I won't have to waste no money. I don't know. That's a hard decision. We'll decide after we see how this piece fits. Might have to cut it and maybe tap it a little bit that way. Just bear with me. We're experimenting together. I'm sorry for your ears for pinging. This is why I usually do this stuff on fast play. That's freaking turning round. All right. I trimmed it down a little bit. Look at that. That's gonna freaking work fine. So if you can't figure it out, my suggestion is to just start beating something with a hammer. Don't listen to me. Don't. Just watch. I think that's gonna work. I'm gonna freaking, gonna cut it here and we're gonna go try it. Yeah. That worked out pretty good, huh? She's a little funky, but hey, weld that in there. Well, you know, tack, 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 cover it with seam sealer. Who's gonna know? Hey, did you guys know I rebuilt this floor pan in this Jeep 12 years ago? That was in the J10, way before it got in an accident. I had a good buddy that did some good body work on it. Now, most of my body work, I'm gonna show you some stuff. We had a good friend of mine from up north where I used to live, and he welded in patch panels. He did good work. He welded in a nice panel here, and he welded in a nice panel here. But let me show you my nifty work. Do you see that strip of galvanized metal right there with, well, a whole bunch of pop rivets? Yeah, and look how rusty the inside of the bed thing is. Can you see that in there? I know it's hard to see. Well, I'm trying. I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna drop it and scratch the lens. Well, what I'm trying to say is there's still gonna be a lot of hidden rust on this thing that we just can't get to. We'll blast in here, and you know, we'll spray a bunch of stuff in there once it's actually painted, and we'll get some stuff to spray inside the rockers and stuff. But I mean, without buying bed sides, and it's hard to see, but the whole edge of the bed on the inside's rusty. Same thing with up front. We still got to build pieces up there. Probably this rust hole I just found. See the bottom of it, fillers and fillets. And the government, I know the damn government's watching me. They're always watching me. Hand out, trying to take any freaking extra money I make. So what I'm trying to say is, this is part of the reason we're just patching this thing up the best we can, and we're gonna cover it with some filler, and we're building an everyday driver. Like we said, this ain't a SEMA truck, it's a SEMA. We were able to hide the rust. We were able to put makeup on her, make her look pretty. That's the big plan here. We're not trying to sell it to nobody and trick nobody. I mean, you guys can all watch the videos. I highly doubt the brother's gonna sell this thing unless somebody wants to, you know, give him some dumb, absurd amount of money, like $50,000. So, hey, look what I found. I don't know if that's what we're gonna use yet, but that's pretty cool. The old thrush exhaust. Can you see the bird? Yeah, thrushes from, I don't know, 12 years ago. So she'll sound good. All right, I gotta get back to work. I'm not sure what I want to do here yet. But I think we got the rest of the rust holes. We're gonna have a little tiny one all the way up here. All the way up here, we'll have a little corner here that just don't reach. So we'll patch that once we get the front floor pan in that's outside drying. But I think besides that, the rest of the rust inside the cab will be covered up. We build our floor pan or whatever right here. Hey, don't forget, if you want, you can send me a sticker. You can send me anything you want. My P.O. box is in the description, but if you send me a sticker, you know, I'll put it on the wall, and it can be for your YouTube channel, or maybe it's just a Jeep that you own, you know. That dude, that's his Jeep. That's pretty cool. We're not going to talk about those ones right there. Or maybe you got your own YouTube channel. The Unlikely Overlander, if anybody gets bored and wants to check him out. Here's a new one we just got sent. So that little froggy thing's pretty freaking cool, huh? Here's another YouTube channel, Dark Earth Customs. So if you want, send me a sticker or whatever, and I'll put it on the wall, and you'll see it in the background. Like I said, whether it's a sticker you like or trailer's hooked up, cross your fingers. I'm waiting for a message back with an address to go pick up some classic. I'm not gonna tell you what it is because, well, I might not. Who knows if I'm gonna get it. The lady's taking a little bit, or feller, I don't really know, I didn't pay attention, but they're taking a good bit of while to message back, and I'm afraid there's about 20, 30 other people probably in line for it too. But I took a picture of the truck and trailer, told them it was all hooked up, and said I got cash in pocket, full price, I'll come get it. So hopefully they'll hit me back up with, you know, an address and a time, and I can go get that, and that'll be a future car if we get it. If not, well, you know, I just got your hopes up for nothing. Hey, I figured I ain't gonna do much more tonight. We're gonna go hang out with the wifey and kiddos, but I figured I, you know, paint the rest of these things. So now the back side's all painted and the other side's painted, so we'll just rough up the edge wherever we're gonna tack it, and hey, rust preventative, right? Some of these pieces are pretty freaking neat, step ups. Little trick I found is when I need to make it sort of circular, I'll just cut almost a circular thing, and then it's wet. When I beat it in, it almost overlaps each other, and it works. You know, we'll put seam sealer on it and kiln that, and got a touch up right there. Better hit that quick. And yeah, carpet, and it'll serve its purpose. Oh boy, is that a holy floor. Oh man. Does this count as Jeep content still? I mean, it's a Jeep. Brother's exhaust broke this morning. Old cobble jobble weld that we did 4 years ago on a straight pipe. Isn't she sexy? I know. We got to get the window chrome on the back. He's got the clips. He bought them. Hey, Bob, where'd you order them clips?
Team Wagoneer.
Team Wagoneer, for anybody that asked about the rear window clips for the chrome. They were expensive. 50 bucks for how many was it?
It was like $43 for 15 of them.
Well, you know, almost 50 bucks after tax and everything for 15 of them.
Yep.
But for any of you Jeep people looking for them little clips to hold your chrome on, where was it?
Team Wagoneer.
Team Wagoneer, not sponsored. Cost them almost 100 bucks for the clips for this one and the clips for the crew cab, J4D Precious, whatever y'all want to call it. All right, we gotta climb under there and weld the exhaust back together. Well, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna run a real small bead of seam sealer around the edge all the way, and then we're gonna take this plate of metal and squeeze it down on there and let all that seam sealer squeeze in between them. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take something and press that plate down and tack around it, and we'll re-seam seal the top seam, and that's what we're gonna do. We cut this hole out a little bit more, that way it wasn't so Tetris-y. And as far as over there, well, hold on, I'm going, I'll show you. Waggy. We had to rebuild on this front mount here. It was no good is what I'm trying to say. So we put a new bolt through. So before we lay the floorboard down over here, I'm gonna weld the washer and the nut all together and weld it to this. That way once it's plated in there, no big deal. And well, we're gonna make all these holes disappear. That's the plan. I'm coming, buddy.
You are there.
Well, we're getting there. The floor's starting to look like, well, it's starting to look like a floor that we won't fall through or die from exhaust fumes or, you know, anything else. Brother went through and he freaking cleaned up all the spots so we can tack weld it. And then, like we told you, we just been seam seal. Look, black seam sealer. Hey, you guys forgot to I didn't know. This is the first time I ever used seam sealer. I'm cheap. I usually use whatever kind of liquid nail or whatever's on the counter that we got. Well, brother bought seam sealer. That stuff's flammable. Of course, we didn't have the freaking camera on, but yeah, we had a fire. And, well, what I'm trying to say is maybe don't do what we're doing and just watch. But we're gonna get another piece on here. And voila, the hole's gone. Look at that. All right, Bubba, you take that. Oh. The hole here, bro. Yep.
Good.
Okay, look away. Hold. Good. Next. Hold.
Good.
Look. Hold. Good. Next. Press hard.
Yep. Good.
Good. Next. Hold.
Yep.
Press.
Good.
Good.
Yep.
Okay, look away.
Yep.
Good. Next. Press hard.
Yep. Good.
Whoop. Don't look. Good. Next. Press hard, hard, hard.
Yep.
Good. Let's go to the other side real quick, Bubba. Well, would you look at that? It looks pretty factory to me, huh? I mean, come on. That looks awesome. Wait, just look at that. No, for real though. That's awesome. That came out way better than expected. Look at it, it's like brand new floor. I was pretty skeptical about putting down, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 patches on just the passenger floorboard, but it worked out and it looks awesome, and well, it's way sturdier. So on to the driver's side. Yay! Well, I forgot to show you a week ago, but you should be careful because, you know, metal's sharp. That's from a week ago. Hey, look, you can pick up a pair of seam sealers, you know. I'm just trying to show you that anybody can do this stuff. You don't need special tools. But you can pick up a pair of seam sealers for like 35 bucks. The snips are like 35 bucks a piece. I know what you're saying. Come on, Max, we don't all have a kick brake in our garage. We can't just go over and break up metal like that. And hey, we don't have a roller in our shop. Well, you know what? I didn't either at one time. I used to roll my metal on a fire extinguisher or a torch tank or anything round. I also used to break up my metal with, well, I'm going to show you. I don't have it no more, but I'll show you the spot. See these screw holes here? And look, you see these screw holes here? Well, a feller, all he did was took some hinges off the door and a piece of bed frame angle iron, and he made himself a little handbrake. And it worked good. I used to pull this board off of the counter, and I'd screw my little brake up in here, and I'd bend up my metal. And before I did that, well, I just shoved my metal through this little hole here, and I'd, you know, slowly press it down with my hand. So, just so you know, you don't need fancy tools. You don't need an expensive brake. And you can find deals. You gotta search really hard. But I got deals on mine. I had to wait until they came up for sale at a reasonable price. And then I had to run for them as fast as I could before somebody else got there. But there's always a way. As you saw the other day, I used a big old steel block and a piece of metal and a hammer, and, you know, we made a nice round angle. So just think about it. There's a way to do it. You don't need a tool, you know, caveman style. Well, would you look at that? Looks like a floor. Looks pretty good. So we'll seam seal it and whatever, finish tacking it here and there in a little bit. But in the time being, we're playing with the back of the floor. I don't know if we're gonna get to this on this episode, but we figure we can at least start it while we still got some weekend left. I think we're gonna cut this. I think that's what we're planning to do. We're just gonna cut it. It'll be fine. It's like triple layered, double layered right here. It's nothing to worry about. And then we'll put a big flat plate in right here, and I don't know, we'll figure out how to make the two freaking humps touch each other. Oh, it's we got our patches in back there, and we got a new one that we gotta make right over there. But then I think all the rust on the inside of the Wagoneer J4D Precious is I think it's gone. It'll be gone after this. And we just need to finish this. And then we'll be done with the floor. How exciting. And we'll go back to the outside and make some more patches. But we got the rocker on this side. We got to make like 8 patches on, unfortunately. And hold on. We got to build this piece. Something. Cobble together some metal in there and tack it up. And then we gotta fill the old roof rack holes on the roof, because even if we wanted to put the roof rack on, they won't hit the same holes anymore. So then wow, that's a lot. That might be a few weekends worth of work right there. Then we think we'll be roughed in from here forward with metal work. And well, yeah, we need to look at it's shiny metal after freaking whoa, after 12 years almost. That's because it's galvanized coated. Hey, check this out. Shh. This is from, ready? Bubba, come here. Uh-oh. Get the old bonder off. How far up did we go? Oh, man. Ugh. Look at a pop rivet. Ugh. Look at that. So yeah, we gotta contend with all. Look at that bonder. Oh man, that's from 12 years ago. That's crazy. Well, yeah, we got, like we said, there's a lot of rust on the bed. Look, here's a hole. There's a hole. Well, the more we scrape, the more holes there are. Look, there's a hole. Hold on. There's some more. I don't know what it looks like. I'm not sure what that all looks like. I don't remember. And yeah. Well, let's see. Dang, look at that. Look at that, it's got layers. We're like digging for freaking treasures. Except the treasures aren't very treasureful. It's just more and more and more work. Okay, I just wanted to show you all there's a lot more episodes on the Jeep. A lot. Well, we got our cut. Bleh. We got our piece cut. I'm just gonna put a little flange on it real quick, and then we'll go start piecing it together. It's one of the best things I bought. I love this freaking thing so much. But that'll give us something to run up against the flange that's already up there. Come on, I'll show you. Hey. Wifey's out there mowing the lawn. Gotta love that woman. So this piece is gonna be the start. I gotta trim it some more. Just, you know, relax. That's all cut. And hey, give me a second. I got too much stuff in the way. That's some thick stuff. You got nothing to worry about. It's double layered. It's got one on the bottom. If anything, it's acting like a flange now, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. There's another one right back here underneath the truck on the J10, you know. So, but this will give us, well, I mean, I guess I only have a little bit of trimming right there. That worked a lot better than I thought. But we'll get this piece probably tacked down and then go work on that side, and then we'll figure our hump out. I don't freaking know. But that looks all right, right? It's fine. It looks good to me. If you don't like it, oh well. Wait. Well, we got her notched. Not bad. We didn't have no satin black, so she's got a little flat on her, but that'll be fine. You won't notice that it's different color down there. And put your piece in, buddy. Hold on. You gotta slide it in the notch. Yeah, and then slide it over. This will be about an inch. Now we just gotta hold this down and tack her up, and there's the start to it. So, man, that looks good. So does that. This will look just as good when we're done. So now we just have to figure out what we're gonna do here. We ran out of old Wagoneer roof, and we ran out of J10 roof. So I think we're gonna make the hump out of a piece of Galvy. Well, I think it's Galvy. It's definitely Galvy. It's been sitting out there. It's a little beat up, but it's fine. It's fine is what I'm trying to tell you. Don't worry about it. Once we bend it and put some spray paint on it and some seam sealer, carpet, like we said, it'll be obsolete. we're not gonna get this welded this week, but let's keep tinkering. We got a little bit more before, you know, it's time to pack up. Well, that's about all we can get done this week, fellers and fellettes and the government. I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate you coming. Check it out. We didn't get it welded, but we got the center hump sort of mocked up. Unfortunately, we ran out of roof skins, and, well, we didn't feel like going all the way out to the junk pile and finding another one. The door skins weren't big enough, and the fenders, they just weren't big enough is what I'm trying to say. But I just happened to go to the other side of the shop yesterday, and we found a piece of galvy that was literally perfect. 32 inches by 34 and a half. Like, it was meant to be is what I'm trying to tell you. When you find a piece already cut to the perfect size, you freaking use it is what I'm trying to say. But we're gonna seam seal this. We just didn't want to. We don't feel like it. We're done today. We're over. It's time to go relax and eat dinner and, you know, that type of stuff. But that went pretty good. You know, we'll have to notch it somewhere in here, probably that side. Same thing on the other side to get it to sit down a little more. We'll cut it probably right here and massage it in a little bit. This is pretty freaking thick. Like, I can't bend it with my hand. Well, I can, but ooh, the old thumbs get tired. And same thing back here, you know, after we push it down. And I don't think I'm gonna tack weld this one. See, like the front hump is you know, screwed on. I think I'm gonna do the same thing on this one, which, hey, that ain't bad. Look, we welded the rest of the floor in, so we saved ourselves on like 150 freaking self-tapper screws. That way we don't get Swiss cheesy when we're working on the bottom half of this thing, you know? So, then again, I'm probably just telling you that. I'm probably gonna hold my breath so the old galvy don't completely kill me and go, and yeah, that's what's gonna happen, to be honest with you. I think. I don't know. You'll have to come back next week and find out. That's all. I can't tell you what I'm going to do until I do it. Well, I can. I can tell you I'm going to do something, and then I'm going to go do it. I'm going to do it completely different. That's the way it is. I don't know what to tell you. As always, love y'all. See you next week.